Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Wanted to give a shout out to Tom. He sent me a sticker from the Knife Delights channel, and so I wanted to thank him for that. And because we're going to be talking about some nylon filled handle knives, I thought since he loves buck knives, I'd pull out my original buck lightweight. This one is let me see if I can get the thing. It's the 426A, and this is the original buck lights. It's been on the channel before. It models the finger groove 110. The blade is a 110, and yeah, just an excellent excellent knife. I had that from back when I was in the service, and then a little buck workman with the little fiberglass handle. So we're going to talk a little bit about the history of the fiberglass handles. We're going to talk about some good knives that have had them, and they're knives that we all love, and some of these have been on the channel before. But I was corresponding with Gizmo Car, and we were talking about when we were doing the small lockbacks, these little Gerbers. And this one's the 300, made in the USA. But these little knives have quite a history. Back in 1980, Pete Gerber introduced the LST, the light, smooth, tough knives, and these were the first pocket knives to use an all synthetic handle, which kind of changed the way the world thought of knives. The LST was designed in part by Blackie Collins, and I guess it started off, there was a design of a knife that Gerber had called the FS1 that had micarta handles on it, and they thought it was just a little too heavy, a little too thick, and so they brought in Blackie Collins to look at the design and see what he could do. He knew a guy that was working with Zytel, was the material. It's a glass-filled reinforced nylon. And so they basically did that. He designed this little bit of, grip texture in it, and this, and a little bit of a swell in the center of it. And they went with it. They liked it. And these, only weigh like, a little over an ounce. And some people say this is kind of what started, the everyday carry movement, but I don't know. I guess that would be up to interpretation on that one. But what I think is kind of cool is that when they asked for payment for Blackie, Pete said, hey, how about if we just buy you a car, since this was already in the house design? And Blackie said, sure. And he got paid in a Corvette. So, hey, I'd take that. And of course, anybody that doesn't like Corvettes would say, forget about it. I'd rather have something else. But I'd take a Corvette for payment. And then, according to Gerber, they never put a patent on this. So there's been many knives that have been made like it. Kind of like this Workman. But I think probably the one, this old Schrade that I have is pretty, reminiscent of it, and these are just regular lockbacks. And I got this one back in the 90s, probably late 90s, I would imagine, 98 or 99. And these were still in the USA, the Schrade Plus, the plus standing for stainless steel. And this spent many year in my pocket. But these knives are not all gone. They did make different variations of it. Here is the 500. So you can tell the handle is a lot larger. It's a lot larger knife with the finger grooves and stuff. Different blade shape, but again, super lightweight, super capable. Just a really kind of a cool knife. So I decided to get a new one, and so this one is from Case. Made in the USA. This is with their True Sharp stainless steel. Just again, pretty much the same design, a little bit different in how far the grip texture goes. So let's look at the original one, and you can tell they kind of are the same in that they have this little area of being a swell center, but you can see the Gerber is a lot thinner, and you can see this comes out a little bit wider on the sides. Both are really comfortable in hand. Of course, this one gives you a bigger handle. It's actually much more in line with the Schrade. These guys are both, you know, right about the same size and are a better head-to-head comparison. And you can tell there's a difference. The Schrade really has quite a large swell in it, where the case is a lot slimmer. Both of them are comfortable in the hand, and for a small lockback, these are perfect for EDC carry. This case is 3 inches closed, and it weighs less than an ounce. It's 0.8 ounces, and it has a 2.2 inch blade. It looks like the well, maybe that was just the way the light was. It looked like the tip was a little rounded, but it is pretty pointy. I think it was just the grind and maybe the way the light was hitting it. Let's see. It actually doesn't look too bad. It is, you know, fairly sharp. So this pretty much was just, you know, going over the history of these knives. They are kind of cool. If you're in the market for one, they're still being made. The Gerber is still being made in the US. Case is making theirs in the US. I don't even know if Schrade is marketing that model of knife anymore, but certainly they're out there. The older ones are out on the secondary market, and you can get all of these. It's just kind of cool to think about it, that 40 some odd years ago was really when this whole thing with the nylon, you know, DuPont kind of Zytel and Grivex and all the other names that makers have done for it, that's how long they've been around. And I mean, you can tell from everybody, you know, Gerber, Cold Steel, Buck, Spyderco, certainly. Everybody kind of uses the FRN type handles. You know, so it's just kind of cool, kind of a little bit different from the traditional knife stuff, but it was a good idea for a video. And so I want to thank you, Gizmo, for planting the seed on that one, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if I missed anything, please let me know in the comments. I hope everybody enjoyed it, and I hope you all have a great day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.